Hi, welcome to PrimeTime Pickleball. My name is Jordan Briones, and in today's video, we're gonna go over the 4 key skills that you need to be a 4.0 player and above. Let's jump right in. All right, so before we get started, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon so that you can be notified every time we release a new video. Like I said, in this video, we're gonna go over the 4 skills that you need to become a 4.0 player and beyond, okay? So there's 4 of them, and let's get to them right now. All right, so the very first key skills that you're gonna need to achieve a 4.0 or higher level is that you're gonna have to have a consistent serve and a consistent return, okay? In the game of pickleball, those are the first 2 points of the game, and you need to hit them with accuracy and consistency. So let's start with the serve. I'm right here. I have my wife Katrina at the other end. I'm on the odd side, serving to the odd side right now. And what I have is 3 cones set up, one towards the tee, which is going to be to her forehand, one towards the middle, which is going to be a serve to her body, and one towards the backhand, which is going to be towards her backhand. Okay, so those are my 3 main targets. As you can see, they're 2.5 feet deep from the baseline there, and I'm just gonna work on hitting consistent, solid serves, okay? And I'm gonna try to hit the cones if I can, okay? And also, Katrina there can work on her returns at the same time. So I'll show you a few serves. Okay, couple more. All right, so like you just saw right there, I'm really focused on one of the targets before I serve. And this is something that you can do and practice in a game. Find out where your opponent's weakness is and serve to that, and also mix it in when you need to. All right, so this is a good way that you can really develop your serve into a weapon. All right, so now let's jump into returns. All right, so we just talked about the serve. Now let's talk about the return. The return is so key because the quality and the depth on your return is really going to affect what happens on that 3rd shot for your opponents. All right, so we really want to get our returns deep and hit it with some pace or spin if we can. So this is a good drill that you can do. You can have someone serve either from the odd side or to the odd side, or from the even side to the even side. Right now, I'm gonna show the odd side here, and I have the cone set up towards the sideline of the even side and towards the middle of the court, deep, and deep to the sideline of the odd side. Okay, so depending on what player you're targeting, or if you want to hit a nice deep return middle, this is a good thing that you can do. Set up some cones and practice your returns. All right, we'll show you here. All right, so as you can see there, this is a great way you can practice your returns. All right, so now let's jump into the next skill that you're gonna need. All right, so the second skill that you're definitely going to need if you're trying to get to a 4.0 level player or above is you're going to need a 3rd shot drop. All right, so we hear about this a lot, but this is inevitable if you wanna become an advanced level player. Okay, so a good way to work on this is to have a partner or friend on the non-volley zone line across the net, and you are at the baseline. Okay, so the person at the baseline is working on their 3rd shot drop. All right, so what I'm gonna focus on is getting into position early and having a consistent contact point out in front. The goal is for this drill is for the net player to put a lot of pressure and hit a lot of deep balls to me so that I can practice my third shot drop. All right, so we'll show you that right here. Okay, go ahead. All right, so just like that, work on being consistent and being accurate on your drops. All right, we know this game is evolving and there's a lot of players that hit with a lot of power, a lot of ground strokes, and that is definitely needed as well to be a complete player. But they can't get to that level unless they also have a good and consistent third shot drop. So that's a way that you can work on it. Now let's jump on to the third skill. All right, so now let's jump into the third skill that you're going to need to become a 4.0 level or higher. But right before that, remember, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and give us a like on this video if you're liking our content. All right, so the third skill is resets. You have to be good hitting reset shots from the transition zone. And the reason for this is when you and your team are serving and you serve and that return comes back and you hit your third shot, you are going to have to work your way through this transition area, okay? 99% of the time, you're not gonna hit a third shot and get right up at the non-volley zone line. You're gonna have to hit at least one, maybe 2 or 3 shots from the transition zone, and you're gonna have to work on your reset shots, hitting them into the kitchen. So I'm gonna show you a good drill that you can start off with, and then we're gonna progress to a full drill where you transition from the baseline to the non-volley zone. Let's show you right now. All right, so I'm in the transition zone and I'm about 8 feet back from the non-volley zone line. I have my wife Katrina there, and what she's gonna do, she's gonna feed me the first ball, and I'm going to basically try to drop every shot that I can. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm trying to hit a neutral ball into the kitchen so that I could then follow it in so I could get up to that non-volley zone line. Okay, so she's gonna try to put as much pressure on me as she can, and she's actually gonna try to put the ball away if she gets a high enough ball, and I'm just trying to neutralize every ball. All right, so here it goes. Good shot. All right, so like you just saw right there, I'm really trying to force her to have a low contact point. Anything high, she tries to put away, and this is a great way that you can practice your reset drills, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from the baseline, and she's gonna feed the ball hard, like a good hard return, and I'm gonna try to work my way from the baseline to the non-volley zone. If I could hit a third shot drop and rush right up, I'm gonna do that. But if I need to hit a shot or two in this transition, I'm gonna take my time, be patient, and then work my way up to that non-volley zone line. All right, so like you just saw right there, this is a really great practice drill that you can do. Now let's jump into the fourth skill that you're going to need to become a 4.0 or higher level player. The fourth skill that you're going to need is consistent, solid volleys. Okay, this game is played, as you know, at the non-volley zone line, and in this game you're going to volley a lot. So the skill that is needed is good block defensive volleys, and also you're going to need to hit counter-attacking volleys. When someone else is speeding up, you're going to have to counter-attack. So let's show you how to do that right now. All right, so we're here up at the non-volley zone, and what we're gonna do is just feed each other a ball, and then we're gonna work on our volleys. This is a cooperative drill. We're not going to try to hit winners right now. We're just trying to get the feel and get our consistency on our volleys, okay? There's a couple things we wanna focus on, and the first is going to be your contact point. You wanna make sure your contact point is out in front the best you can, okay? Because you're gonna have the most control out here, okay? You don't want it too close to your body, and you don't want to get jammed here. So you're going to have to move at times to create space to have a consistent contact point out in front. And the next thing we want to focus on is a stable paddle face, okay? Now I'm not talking about swinging volleys. These are just regular push or punch volleys, okay? These are volleys you're going to hit a lot in pickleball. You're not going to see a lot of wrist action at all, and you're not going to see me changing the angle of my paddle when I volley. It's pretty consistent, and as you can see, as I hit my forehand or I hit my backhand, I'm just pushing or moving it forward, okay? It's a very compact stroke, and this is a good way to work on it up at the non-volley zone. Ooh, out. All right, so that was a good way to work on defensive block volleys and neutral volleys, but now what we're gonna work on is counter-attacking volleys. So this is when someone chooses to speed it up and you are trying your best to be ready and trying to counterattack back and down. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to dink with Katrina here, and I'm going to be the attacker and she's going to be the counter attacker. Okay, so she knows that I can attack at any time. I'm gonna start with a dink, and then we're gonna dink and I'm gonna attack, and I want her to practice her counter attacking. Good. 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 All right, so that's just a great way that you can work on your counterattacking, and this concludes the 4 skills that you're going to need if you want to achieve a 4.0 level or higher. All right, every high level player has all these skills and they've mastered them. Okay, so go out there and practice these skills. All right, thanks for watching us in this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.
Thanks so much for watching. For more free video lessons, please visit PrimetimePickleball.com. But before you head on over there, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, for PrimeTime Pickleball shirts like this and other great apparel, please visit PTPgear.com.